Good morning. It is about 3:30 where I'm at. Y'all know she got something to say, right? Mr. Kanye West, right? My fellow creator. For those of you who do not know who I am the Heyoka Princess, aka the creator. I co-create with the universe in order to make things great. Now, I just want to brainstorm. For whatever reason, I feel as if critical thinking is being exterminated. So we are just going to do a little critical thinking. Right? How common is common sense? Alright, so I don't know if you guys watched Kanye's interview with Piers Morgan. Kanye's life is I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say they're taking a lot from Kanye right now. A lot of his deals and contracts are being stripped from him because of his beliefs. Now the reason why I'm making this video is because I have experienced a lot of what Kanye is going through right now. The difference is that Kanye has more influence. He can reach a broader group of people. He just rejoined Instagram and already got like 18 point something million followers. It's not the case with me. So my scrutiny was not as harsh as his. They say people with his status are sworn into some sort of secrecy. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. But let's do some critical thinking based off the comments that he made. Now, he said that he is a black Jew. And people are calling him crazy. Mind you, words are spells. Okay? Words are spells. He don't have to accept the labels that they put on him, but they are using sorcery in order to demonize and discredit him, including his people. Who does that remind you of? Who crucified Jesus? Jesus, according to the Bible, own people turned against him. Was right there along with the Romans, demonizing him. Okay? Now, I'm not gonna say distaste. My issue with the Bible is that It's choppy. It's choppy. And it's choppy for a reason. Because you had a group of high officials come together. You guys Google the Council of Nicaea. You had a group of people that came together and conspired together, chose what books in the Bible were considered to be orthodox and which books needed to be taken out. Right here. These are the books that are orthodox. You got the Apocrypha. These are the books that they took out. And there are more, okay? That's not all. You guys also Google Sefer. There's that's a Bible as well, with information that is not in the original. So, with that being said, we're gonna stick to the basic. We're not even gonna go into the Apocrypha in the other books. Okay, we're just gonna keep it simple. Let's analyze what Kanye said. We're just gonna do a little brainstorming this morning. So Kanye said that he is a black Jew. And people are saying that that is hate and he is anti-Semitic. Can I even say that word out loud? I can say whatever I want to say. But let's analyze this. So, we're going to start with Egypt. Egypt, desert area, right? Linked to Northeast Africa. They like right there beside each other. The equator. We're thinking about the equator, how close it is to Africa in these regions. What color are the original people of Africa? These are hotter climates. They're close to the equator now, okay? We're going to think about this. So what color do you think the original people of Africa and Egypt would be? I'm saying original, aboriginal people. Next to Egypt, you have Israel, cousin, right? What color do you think originals were? Okay? Whenever Jesus fled persecution, he was fleeing from being persecuted, he went into the land of Egypt in order to blend in. Why do you think that is? Okay? Mind you that the Romans were conquering. They were taking over. Okay? Romans. Let's think about climate. Alright? Let's think about regions. Okay? The people that are in Israel right now are Khazarians, Khazars, and Polish people. Poland. So I'm not saying that the Holocaust did not happen. That's what I'm saying. Khazars, spelled with a K, Khazar, Turkish, Arabs. So we got Arabs that were conquering over Israel. Got Romans conquering over Israel. Okay? So we're talking about the original people. Not the people right now that are there. We're talking about the original people. Okay? So they were being conquered. So they fled. They left their home. And they went into the mountains. No, they went into Africa. They went into Africa. And this is where they say, because I've been watching comments and they're like, okay, so I don't know why you guys are mad because black people sold other blacks, okay? Like, why Africans sold other Africans, okay? Blacks sold other blacks, okay? Now, talking about Israel running from Romans going into Africa to blend in. But the Africans, so like this ain't your let me back up. Nigeria to this day, they'll say that the Igbo people are arrogant and they're cocky. They think they better. Now Israel had a different way. They had different traditions and different belief systems, but they fled into Africa where these other tribes are, and these tribes felt as if these people thought they were better. They had different beliefs. This ain't your place. This ain't this ain't your turf. This or whatever y'all do stuff like that or whatever. Now, how far out is it? Just thinking about us today, even like just thinking about black people today, how we treat one another. Oh, you think you better. Same thing. You think you better. I'm gonna sell your ass. Huh? I'm gonna sell your. It's a come up. I'm gonna sell your ass to them folks over there. So, so who was that? Was that Joseph who also went through the same thing with the coat? Did he have the coat? And his own brothers sold him? Because you're talking about different tribes and you're talking about different religions and you're talking about different traditions. This is what you're talking about. So how far out is it what Kanye West is saying? I'm just critical thinking. So knowing that you're different You're not from here. I'm gonna sell you. You know what I mean? And that's how far out is that? If you all need references, if you want to read, and this is another thing about the Bible, you guys got to know, you have to read precept upon precept. And you got to know that there are certain words. Sometimes the word Egypt refers to the place, and then other times it refers to bondage, slavery. So when God said, I'm going to take you out of Egypt, I'm going to take you out of bondage, I'm going to take you out of slavery. You have to read precept upon precept. You have to know what it is that you're looking at. There's a reason why an illusion was created. There's a reason why Kanye is going through what it is that he's going through right now, because who you are is one of the biggest kept secrets. I think it was Jeremiah who said, why is Israel spoiled? Why is it that he was praying to God? He was like, why is it that we always find ourselves being conquered or working for somebody else, going into slavery, going into servitude? Why? The Arabs, the Romans, etc. Why? And you know the answer to that question? It's because we turn on ourselves. We support everybody else and try to be a part of everybody else but our own, ourselves. To this day, we hate on each other. To this day, we rather support somebody else, what it is that they do versus what it is that we do. We always looking at somebody else's plate instead of staying in our own lane or supporting our fellow person. You ever wonder why we don't have a culture here? I'm just using critical thinking. Now, I'm not going to say that all blacks, because from my understanding there are 10 tribes that are still in the African region. But I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say that all blacks over here are fleeing from that region. Because you got to know that there were people here in America before Columbus. Aboriginals, native to this land. Dark natives to this land. So, now, for those of you who need references, you want something to read, because I know you wouldn't call me crazy, right? Um, Read the book of Deuteronomy. Mind you now, you have to read precept upon precept. And if you want to shorten your studies and you don't want to really go into depth, I would tell you to start Deuteronomy maybe 28, around verse 50 and read. But if you want to do a little further study, you can back up around Deuteronomy around 20 and just keep reading. You don't want to read the whole book. And if you want a book just to read on the topic itself outside of the Bible, on Amazon you can get From Babylon to Timbuktu. It's like around $13. A history of the ancient black races, including the black Hebrews. It's called From Babylon to Timbuktu, and it's by Rudolph Windsor. Okay? Okay. Love y'all.